season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
That's it, baby. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu.
And he's got room.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Eight yards to go on second down.
Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it up.
They're going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Browns 7, Patriots 7.
Second and 11. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 13. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all them calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nwangu. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Murray off play action. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Now Jones throwing on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Harris to return it.
25 and down at the 28.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check Mike 60, check 60. Check. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Throwing again. Jones. That is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Grant. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play fake. Murray. Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. They hand it off to Mostert.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! John Hightower, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he stopped immediately there.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
102 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Back to throw it, Murray. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try it now with Mostert. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and third. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses this